So right when I decide to go ahead and film this video, everybody decides to come upstairs and watch TV, and then my neighbors start to do lawn work. But we're just gonna go with it. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Monica for those who are new, and I am going to be going through my September TBR. It is September. Holy crap. Okay, we have gone through 8 months in 2023. That is weird. So I decided to just split up my TBR from the new releases because the book clubs that I do participate in, they were just coming at the end of the month and they were not announcing their picks early enough where I could actually put them into my TBR, and it was just driving me crazy. So I decided just to start making a separate video again, and we're just gonna go ahead and do it that way for now on. But let's just get into it. For the book clubs, the Ravished by Romance book club, which is Lacey and Jess, we are going to be reading The Long Game by Elena Armes. I decided to put this on my TBR because of Kelly Reynolds' review. That's the word I'm looking for. Yeah, so I decided to read this anyway, so it sort of worked out. This is a disgraced soccer executive. It has animals on the cover, and it's a new release, so I'm gonna read it. I have no idea other than that, but I'm okay with that. So that's the one I'm gonna read for Ravished by Romance. And then for Historical Hellions, we are going to be reading Phantom in Time by Eugenia Riley, and I think Justin will be joining the live show for that one. This one is, if you didn't know, is run by Samantha and Jess from Peace Love Books, and I think it was Justin who actually found this one, which is honestly great, and I was cheering on for them to pick this one because it is a retelling of Phantom of the Opera, and I really want us to read it, so Samantha gets another retelling of Phantom of the Opera, so I'm all excited for this one. I think this one is like Angel of Song, beautiful and delicate songbird Bella della Rosa's lilting soprano is a song from the heaven, but fear has kept her confined to the chorus. And now she is on stage at New Orleans St. Charles Opera House in rehearsal for Kaleidoscope, a recreation of the infamous production during which the brilliant tenor and notorious rogue Jacques Lefebvre was murdered a century ago. Ooh, sounds great. Phantom in Time. Sorry about my dog. He's being a dog. Phantom in Time. Surely she has gone mad, for Bella can see Jacques' presence and hear his voice, and suddenly she is with him, magically carried back in time to be passionately awakened. And suddenly she is with him, magically back and carried in time. Ooh, this is time travel. To be passionately awakened in heart and body and soul by a dashing misunderstood scoundrel. Okay. For some mysterious power has decreed that Bella must save the enigmatic, irresistible Phantom, and that she in turn must be saved by Jacques' glorious love. Okay, I'm down with this. It's gonna be fun. The next one for a book club, and this is for cover to cover, we will be reading Fall, and I'm gonna look because I don't want to get this wrong, is Fall of Rune and Wrath by Jennifer L. Armentrout. And I was saying Jennifer R. Armentrout because I don't know. I've never read her before, like I had said in a previous video of authors I've never read from before. I'll link that down below. So this will be my first foray into her writing. And this is Tori and Sam from Sam Reads a Little. And this is a fantasy, and I have no idea what it's about. I am a little nervous because I heard she can be either a very big hit or a very big miss. But it is new adult, high fantasy, fantasy romance, and I will give it a go. And we shall see. I will reserve judgment, and because, hey, I read Sarah J. Maas this year. That was a big surprise. I was terrified of Sarah J. Maas. So I'm going to give Jennifer L. Armentrout a go this year for this book club. We'll see how it goes. So I've been slacking on my list, the 23 books I want to read in 2023, and the list of the 10 books that scare me, because either they're really hyped or they're really dark. Knotted by Pam Godwin's on there. I have read Dark Notes and Sea of Rune, so I know Pam Godwin will go there. Knotted, I heard nothing but great things about. I've tried to read it, like, I put it on my TBR like once this year, and I was really not in the place to read it. I am in a very angsty, very dark mood right now. Like, I was actually thinking about putting Gothicana on my list because I'm in that type of vibe. So I am going to go ahead and put Knotted back on my list, and really, because I am just like, I really want something very angsty, very dark, and I think this might be the time to get going on this list. And a cowboy romance that's very angsty, very dark, that only Pam Godwin could deliver, might be right up my alley. So I'm going to go ahead and put that on there. Also on the list of the 10 books that scare me because it's so hyped or is so loved or is too dark or whatever it was, The Gravity of Us by Brittany C. Cherry. This is such a beloved book in the romance canon. This is on there and I am going to read it. I read Real this last month. I read A Love Letter to Whiskey. I think I am ready to go into Brittany C. Cherry, The Gravity of Us. So this is on my list. So I'm prepared to knock out 2 more books off my list. What I'm really excited for though, as well, and this just came out on audiobook, is the Still in Touches. This is book 5 in the Perfectly Imperfect series by Neva Altai. This is getting an audiobook this month and I cannot wait for it. I'm not sure what this one is about, but I don't care. This series as a whole has been very solid for me. I have I have loved pretty much every single book in this series so far. I have not had lower than a 4 or 4.5 star in this series. This series has been fantastic. They've been steadily coming out every month and I have been pre-ordering and downloading and listening to them as they've been coming out on audio. They have been fantastic. I've loved them. So I cannot wait for Still in Touches to come out. I'm excited for this one. So for the new releases that are coming out, the one that I'm really excited for, that's just sort of a surprise, and it does not have an audiobook, but I am definitely going to read, is The Fall of Bradley Reed by Morgan Elizabeth. This one, she wants to get back at her ex, and so she wants to ruin his life, and he, the hero, is an FBI agent, and he tries to stop her so she doesn't ruin her own life while trying to ruin her ex who leaves her at the altar. I'm all about that. I think that is going to be really a fun read. So that's absolutely on my list. I'm definitely going to be reading that, and of course I'm going to be reading The Brood. This one is Wilder Abbott, and his solitude has been stoic companion for nearly a decade. He prefers to brood over his mistakes and seclusion. Besides, he gets enough social interaction as a high school science teacher. But when his oldest friend calls begging for a favor, Wilder begrudgingly, but for the next 2 months, he'll give up his guest room to his friend's little sister. Iris Monroe isn't the girl Wilder remembers. Gone is the shy, quiet mouse 10 years, his junior, who always had her nose in the book. Grown up, Iris talks too much, asks too many questions, especially about his past, and her bright smile and clear blue eyes are hard to ignore. He just has to survive 2 months. Except Iris is as nosy as she is beautiful. Anyway, I really liked Ebony Perry, and I can't wait for that one. The last book I'm going to read is Before the Sunset, and this is book 4 in the Cottonwood Cove series by Laura Pavlov. So we were teased with this book in the last book. It was On the Shore, and his reputation after he became very famous of an actor was really damaged because his co-star is basically gaslighting him and telling lies about him, and he decides to go home to stay for a little bit. And yeah, it's his love story, and I'm excited for this one, so absolutely will be reading that one. So those are some of the books that I'm going to be reading in the month of September. Let me know what you are planning on reading. If you're going to read any of the books that are on my TBR, let me know down below. And if you made it this far in this video, please leave me a pumpkin emoji, since we are now going into September. And as always, happy reading, my friends, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.